What's going on, everyone? Zyro here, and welcome to my channel. On this channel, I tell stories from my life, mostly things that happened back in school or growing up. Some of them are funny, some of them are just straight up ridiculous, and every once in a while there's something you can actually learn from. Today's story definitely falls into that category, because it's about how one bad decision can spiral into a complete disaster. This story goes all the way back to 10th grade. I was young, tired all the time, and already hated school mornings. I had an hour-long bus ride every single day because I was the first person picked up. That meant sitting in silence while the bus slowly filled up with people, stop by stop. By the time I got to school, I was already annoyed and half asleep. So I get to school and head to my first class, or at least what I thought was my first class. Turns out, I had my schedule wrong. I walked into the wrong classroom and didn't realize it right away. There was a substitute teacher that day, which made everything worse. If my normal teacher had been there, she would have instantly told me I wasn't supposed to be there. But the substitute had no idea, so I just sat down. After a few minutes, I started noticing something was off. Everyone walking into the room was older than me. I didn't recognize most of them, and that's when it clicked. I was definitely in the wrong class. Before I could leave, the bell rang. Now I'm stuck. Class just started, and I didn't want to stand up in front of everyone and walk out like I was ditching. So I decided to wait for a moment to raise my hand and explain the situation. That moment never came. This substitute teacher was immediately aggressive. She was snapping at students, calling people out, and just overall acting like she had something to prove. I wasn't doing any work because, again, I wasn't supposed to be there. She noticed and called me out, telling me to get started. I raised my hand to explain. She shut me down instantly, told me I wasn't allowed to ask questions if I wasn't working. I kept my hand up, but she straight up ignored me for several minutes. Then things went completely off the rails. A student walked in late. Not a big deal, right? Apparently not to her. She walked over and started yelling, actually yelling. The entire class went silent. Everyone was uncomfortable. While she's yelling, she notices the kid smells like smoke. Cigarettes, weed, something. That just made her explode even more. She demanded to know what was in his pocket. He pulls out a pack of cigarettes. Instead of confiscating them or sending him to the office like a normal human being, she tells him to open the pack. Then she tells him to take one out and hold it up for the class while she lectures him about how illegal it is. And then, this is the part no one was ready for, she tells him to light it. In the classroom, the kid actually does it. He lights the cigarette, takes a couple puffs, and puts it out on his shoe. Everyone is just sitting there thinking, is this really happening right now? After that, she screams at him for a few more minutes and finally sends him to the office. At that point, I was done. I stood up, walked to the front, and calmly told her that I was in the wrong classroom and asked where I was supposed to be. She snapped back, asking why I hadn't said anything earlier. I told her I tried, but she ignored me, and it was kind of hard to talk when she was busy telling a student to smoke in class. She hit me with, how I run my classroom doesn't concern you. Cool, I just wanted out. She pointed me in the right direction, which of course was on the complete opposite side of the building. I showed up late to my actual class, explained what happened, and luckily didn't get in trouble. A few days later, I ended up seeing that kid in the hallway. I asked him if he got suspended, and he said yeah, he had in-school suspension for like 2 days. Then he casually tells me the teacher got suspended too. And not just that, she actually got suspended longer than he did. He went straight to the office, told them exactly what happened, and they checked everything. Turns out telling a student to smoke in the middle of a classroom isn't exactly a smart move. Honestly, the craziest part is that she really thought she was gonna get away with it. So yeah, that's the story. Just a perfect example of how abusing power and letting your emotions take over can backfire really fast. If you like stories like this, that's what this channel's about. Stuff that happened, dumb decisions, and sometimes there's a lesson in there somewhere. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like and subscribe. I really appreciate the support, and I'll see you in the next one.